Hey, Happy New Year, everybody. Jim from Jiffy Coleus. Hey, we're going to get right down to it. If you're following along, thanks a lot. I appreciate all your subscribers. Really keeps me going. If you're looking to learn something new, I don't make resolutions myself, but if you're looking to maybe start something, learn something new, or maybe you think that you don't have a green thumb and I can't grow plants, they die. I'm one of those persons that when I walk by a plant, it dies. Give Coleus a try if you want to try something new. They're a lot of fun and they're very easy to grow. And I have so many videos. If you go through my list of videos on Coleus, I cover everything you need to know on how to grow Coleus from seed to seed. So give it a try. Follow my Instagram channel. Instagram page and Facebook. I'm on Instagram a lot. I really enjoy Instagram. I like the interaction. It's very easy to interact with people with Instagram, and you can send me your pictures of your Coleus, or if you have an issue with your Coleus, you have a question about something, just shoot me a picture or a message on my Instagram, and I'll get back to you. If you bought some seeds from me, I do sell seeds on my eBay store. It's not really a store yet, but it's Jim's Coleus. I don't have too many seeds left. I have some Kongs left, different type of Kongs, but I sold an awful lot over this fall and winter. So next year, I'm going to make sure I expand legal patented Coleus Wizards and Kongs or Rose Kongs. But I love Kongs, and here's my winter Coleus, my wizard. This is a wizard, and these are really great. What I like about Kongs, Rose Kongs, and so forth is, you never know. I mean, a Kong is a Kong, a wizard Kong, Rose Kong, and so forth. But what I found over the years is each plant, they're similar, but if you grow a lot of them, so forth, you get such variations, whether it's mutations or just there's so many different factors, but I've just fascinated, it's what excites me, are the different variations in the size of the leaf, the color. I mean, these are Kong Wizards. You can clearly see this is a Wizard Kong, but I'll get different size leaves, different colorations. I might have a little more white in some of them, speckled. Those are the rose style. But I love these. They're very hardy, and they just grow. This is my favorite Coleus. I grow so many of them. I try to expand my Coleus, the different Coleus that I have, but I do keep these. These are like a mainstay. They're just my favorite. They're beautiful. And when I make my planters up outside, you can bet that this is going to be included one of my planters, but this is left over from last year. So you can keep these going. You can keep Coleus growing all winter long. You just got to make sure it gets lots of light. Coleus need light and warmth. And some windows, I had mentioned that Coleus generally dormant in the wintertime and so forth, and it depends on, again, where you live, but they'll slow down and so forth, and this has a little, but my bay window, which is a south-facing window, southeast-facing towards the ocean, I get so much light and I get such direct sun in that window that these just thrive. I mean, look, it's not growing as fast as the summertime, but it is growing. I'm getting lots of new growth. I'm trimming it a little bit still, not really feeding it so much. It has time-release fertilizer in it anyway, but this is doing really well. So you can absolutely keep Coleus over winter. You don't have to. I mean, I let plenty outside die naturally because I have so many seeds and I look forward to the next crop. So anyway, today I want to just reach out to everybody that's following along, or if you're new to my channel, I'm going to show you real quick because the setup that I use, because I'm going to be sowing my seeds, my 2021 crop, in about a month, at the end of January, early February. Now, last year I tried something different, and I sowed my seeds on Christmas Day early, and I had mentioned it once in one of my previous videos. I didn't get any kind of benefit from it. There was really no benefit. I didn't see any benefit for the the 10 years that I've been growing Coleus. There was no benefit for me for what I do, and I primarily grow them for my a farmers market that I'm blessed with being a part of, which starts in June through September. So I have plenty of time. So I'm gonna go back to really what I used to do, which was always working for me anyway. Is I start my seeds at the end of January. So I'm going to show you the Jiffy Pod System that I use. Doesn't mean that you have to use this. You can grow Coleus. You can seed them in little pots. If you're not growing, I'm growing 500-600. That's a lot. It's not a lot compared to some of the bigger growers who are more advanced, but I'm not a nursery. But anyway, for what I do, I like to use the Jiffy Pods because it's just compact and it's so easy. I find it's the easiest way, especially if you're not really great at growing Coleus or any kind of plant. It's just easy as far as not the moisture and retaining the moisture, which is important when it comes to growing Coleus. So I'm going to show you just if you're following along and you want to grow Coleus with me and follow along, because once I post this video, and I will be posting the video when I start my seeds, and you can follow along all through the season and interact with me and so forth. And that goes for people who buy my seeds. You can follow along here and Instagram. Any questions along the whole way, feel free to contact me, as I said, with messaging and so forth through Instagram. I really love Instagram, like the interaction. So I'm going to show you what you need to get started and how simple it is to get these things, and they'll germinate. I mean, I get a 98% germination rate, and if there's a few pods that don't germinate, I'll drop a couple more seeds on and we'll get going. But you can use, if you're going to use little pots, the little egg crate things that they sell, you can use those too. That's fine. If you have little pots, if you're not growing, say you want to grow a dozen Coleus or so, you don't need to use these pods. You can get, but what I do recommend is you get a little bag or whatever that's relatively inexpensive, some good organic seed soil, seed potting soil. It's seed soil. It's generally pretty sterile. It's very light and fluffy, and it makes seeds. It just eases the seeds, the germination and so forth for the seeds. So you can use those. There's no problem. That works. I started out years ago using foam coffee cups, the little foam coffee cups you get at the dollar store. I used to just grow there, but it was a lot of space and the soil and so forth. That's why I like the Jiffy Pods, because they're together. They're the trays and so forth, and how it retains the moisture. That's why I like to use them. So, but you can follow me, and you should do fine. There's no reason why you can't grow a nice Coleus plant or more. So, okay, so let's go take a look. I'm going to go through just really quickly the Jiffy Pod System and also the LED grow lights. I recommend you get LED grow lights. They're not expensive. They're very easy to use. They're very safe compared to the conventional grow lights. And some people have these big setups and so forth, and that's fine. If you have the space, if you have a basement or whatever, and you can put racks and you want to hang those conventional grow lights, you can do it. I like the LEDs. They're just safe, and they shower an awful lot of light, and that's big when it comes to Coleus, and I will get into that. So let's go take a look at the Jiffy Pod System. And again, if you're following along, you got plenty of time. Got a couple of weeks, 3 weeks or so, 4 weeks to get whatever it is you want to follow along with. So the Jiffy Pods that I use, the principle I use on actually dropping the seeds and sowing the seeds, planting the seeds, can be applied to whatever medium you decide to use to start your Coleus plants. So it doesn't matter if they're Jiffy Pods or small pots or big pots or whatever. the principle of actually sowing your Coleus seed applies no matter what you use. So let's go take a look at that. Okay, so here's another overwintered Coleus. This is a Lord Voldemort, and you can see it's doing really well. Look at all that new growth coming in, and I turn that around every week or so. I turn it around because they face towards the sun. And again, real quick, is in my bay window. I get so much light through here. I keep all my rootings here, so it keeps me pretty busy through the fall and winter. But it's doing great. This is a really fabulous Coleus. I'm going to probably take a couple of rootings of this. I haven't been able to get seeds, but I think next year I'm going to we'll hit it with some flower from Bloom Booster, and hopefully we can get some seed stalks popping out of here. So, but anyway, this is a mother plant I've had for like 4 years. This is just a part of a mother plant, I should say, that I've had for like 4 years, and I just keeping the rootings and so forth and transplanting them. And I always make sure I save a few for myself because I love the color. I like the burgundy and so forth. It's beautiful. So, okay. So again, if you're following along and you want to grow Coleus along with me, again, this is the Jiffy Pod System. Now this is 50 pellets. These are 36 millimeter. They come in different sizes, but this is the 36 millimeter pod, and I got these on eBay. I have more coming. I usually buy 500 or so at a time, and they usually last me a few years because I'll grow. I generally plant about 2 to 4 Coleus per pod, and I keep about 3 trays. So basically, what I like about these, when you buy these, you can get them at most Home Depots, Lowe's, garden centers have them. You can get them on Amazon. They come in different sizes. So if you're a homeowner and you're just planting a few Coleus, you don't need, they sell like a pack of 10, or you could just make your own little tray and just buy them on eBay or Amazon, the little pods, and just make your own little, you can, like the Chinese food containers, as long as they're covered. And this is the cover that it comes with. When you buy them, they'll be like packaged like this here. And again, I'm going to show you how to actually do this. But again, and I do have videos if you're already set up. You could search through my list of videos. I do have videos showing how to use the Jiffy Pod System. But they're really good. These are peat. They're dehydrated peat. You add water. And it'll tell you how much. I think it's 10 cups of warm water per 50 tray here. And each tray system that you buy comes with the exact instructions on how much water to put in. They expand, they absorb the water, they expand. Then you tear open the pod and that exposes the peat, and then you can just drop your seeds on. But this is really what I use for sowing my Coleus. Okay, now, again, I'm just giving these suggestions to you, if you are following along, to maybe get out, and if you need to buy this stuff, you can get it and prepare for, again, you have another month or so to get this stuff if you don't have it. And this is just a suggestion, but this is one of the grow lights that I use, and I like these because they're safe, very effective. You can adjust them almost any angle, and they're really, really good. They have a timer. Very safe. That's the main thing with me. I'm big on safety, and I really like these. And they're very inexpensive. I got this on eBay or probably Amazon. I buy most of my stuff on Amazon, like most people. But anyway, this is one type of grow light that I like to use, and you can adjust it as close or far away, and it really cascades a nice amount of full spectrum of light. And that's the light. The full spectrum is the full spectrum of light that plants require for photosynthesis. So, and here is the other LED grow light that I use. Again, try to get full spectrum LED lights. I like them because they're so safe. They don't throw any heat, or very, very, very little heat. It's enough maybe to warm the plants a little bit, but I have no problem with heat mats and so forth. But again, they really show up here, but make sure when you get the LED grow lights that they're full spectrum LED grow lights. I really recommend getting these as opposed to the conventional ones. I mean, it depends on your setup. I just prefer these because they're indoors and I just feel safe using them. So this is one that I hang down. I just have this sort of rigged from my ceiling, but I have it hanging down very close to the trays once I get them in the greenhouse. You want to make sure that you shower as much light on your germination trays. Very important. That'll keep your plants from growing leggy. So light, adequate light and warmth is essential for early on. Your Coleus seeds are going to grow, they're going to germinate. How they do afterwards really plays, you know, the LED, these grow lights and keeping them warm really, will affect how well your plants do. So get these LED lights as close to your germinations, keep them on, and that'll keep your plants nice, and that'll keep them from getting too leggy. When Coleus plants get really leggy, it's because they're not getting enough light. Okay, so get those items together if you need. Again, apply it to how many Coleus you think you are going to grow. And again, they sell these with, I think that holds 10 or 12 pods. Or if you want to use the seed, the soil mix, the seed soil mix, you can use that with the little cups or little planters. If you have little pots and so forth, you can do that too. But the same thing, what I like about this again is the dome. And again, the reason why the dome is once the water, the moisture is in here, that's important. Coleus seeds require light, moisture, and warmth to germinate. And to retain that moisture, this dome, once it's on here, retains the moisture that the Coleus need. And of course, the light from the grow lights and the warmth, whether you use a warming pad. Over here in my corner, I have baseboard heat on both sides that keep these nice and toasty warm. So I'm lucky I don't need warming mats. But anyway, we'll get into that once I show you how to use these, and just follow along from there. All right, so any questions, leave a comment. Again, if you don't follow along, follow my channel on Instagram if you can keep in touch with me. And good luck, and we'll be shooting that video in about 3 weeks or so on how I actually physically sow my Coleus seeds. All right, so thanks for watching, and take care, everybody. And again, Happy New Year. Here's to a great 2021. Take care, everyone.